Welcome back to another week of Family Chats. You guys know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's Family Chats, an NBA Game 7 edition of Family Chats. Short, quick, to the point. I ain't talking nothing but the NBA this week. LeBron, Celtics, Golden State, or Houston. Will Paul come back and play? Will he not play? My name's Freddie Rivera. I'm the dad here. I got my son Giovanni Rivera here trying to swap my dog over there, Macho, who's being a little distraction right now. Say what's up.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, everybody in between? Hope you all had another good week. We're on episode 21, and we're at the end of the Western and Eastern Conference playoffs. Coming close to the end of the NBA season. Angel, what's up?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. All three of us are back. Me and Giovanni were here last week talking about our boy LeBron.
That was a trash.
Hey, what's up, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud? Let's get right into it.
Yeah, welcome back. And, you know, they were missing me last week. They were up here talking LeBron talk. I don't know if any of you guys joined. I was in Dallas, Texas, just typing away like, what are you guys talking about over there? Trash, trash, trash. They made it all LeBron talk, hating on Jordan. Well, I'm back, and I'm bringing back vengeance. But no, the NBA's been fantastic, man. It's been, let me tell you, it's been more than what we expected. I believe had any of you guys had any of these? I believe I said Celtics in 7, and I thought Golden State would win in 6. So I think that was my prediction. Do you guys remember what your predictions were?
I said Cavs in 6 and Rockets in 6. And I was very close.
This kid is crazy.
Yeah, he was very close to Houston. That's sure. First quarter yesterday, he was talking trash.
Y'all were laughing at me. Y'all were laughing at me when I said Houston in 6.
We were
And they
crazy.
almost did it after they had that good first quarter, but they just couldn't keep it up.
Yeah, I said Warriors in 6, and then I said Cavs in 7. So, we'll get into it in a little bit, but like I just said, so.
That's what you had.
That's my
What did you guys have? Is your predictions coming right? Do us a favor. Hit the share button there on your screen. We like to interact here. I've already interacted with a bunch of you guys. Here, Carl believes Boston's got this. Carl from New Jersey. Kobe Ellis believes Boston's got this. Who else we have? We have Aaron David believes LeBron's got this tonight. He's going to upset and carry the Cavs all the way through, but he hasn't won in Boston yet. Rasul Adu believes Boston easy. What is the rest of you guys thinking? Josh James, welcome to the show. Celtics in 7, he believes. King Reign is over. He says hopefully. Eddie Watley, obviously Cavaliers in 7. Eddie, you think that finally LeBron will win in Boston? All right, Kobe, you think Houston in 6 is funny? Yeah, we did too. You believe Boston in 7 like myself, and I believe we'll see. But thanks for joining in. Hit the share button again. Family chat, just having fun with you guys. Whereas we're all family here. I'm the father, my boy, my nephew. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the share button and interact. So let's get right to it. How did we get to Game 7? And let's start with Boston and LeBron tonight. I say LeBron because he's carrying that team in every game. He's carrying that they win. And when they lose, there's only so much he can do.
I mean, it's just crazy. We're looking at this playoffs, and it's crazy to think that some people would say like LeBron isn't a clutch player or like he's never been a clutch player in his career. Because when you really look at it, like you look through his career, he's probably one of the most clutch players ever in history. And for him to just keep scoring game in and game out, people say he looks tired, even though he has a triple-double with like 30 points.
Playing 45 minutes a game, it almost seems like. I'm over-exaggerating, but, you know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What people will say.
What LeBron is doing, what I can say as obviously a guy who thinks Jordan is still the greatest, this has probably been one of LeBron's most impressive years. It being his 15th year. I have a lot of respect for what he's doing out there. Always have. I believe he's the greatest player right now playing. But I do believe that, and we've said it over and over again, this is we thought LeBron would make it to the finals, right? I mean, we said all year, we laughed at Toronto, we would even giggle at Celtics and even the Sixers. We would say LeBron eventually will get to the finals again. It'll be Cleveland and Golden State all over again. But the Celtics have put a good team together. They're fighting like heck. But LeBron is just a one-man show. And if LeBron gets hot and he can get the other guys involved, if some of those guys can make some open jump shots today, I believe Korver has to hit some threes, and I believe Green. I think Green will play well. I don't think he's played much, but anytime he's played a few minutes, he's played well. But they're definitely, LeBron can't do it all. He won't, and this is where playing in Boston and playing on the road is really tough in the playoffs because the home crowd can just, man, give the home team some energy like nothing before. That's why it's been tough for the road team to win anything in the East. Angel, your thoughts?
Yeah, both teams have done a great job taking their home court advantage to their advantage. Pretty much every team, both these teams have won all 3 of their games at home. No one's won on the road yet. Like we said before, Cavs are, since LeBron's been in the East, I think he's won 7 straight. You know, he's won 5 consecutive Game 7s, and Boston is also 37-0 before when we talked about it when starting a series off 2-0 in their franchise history. So seeing this right now, knowing LeBron has won 5 consecutive Game 7s, no one averages more points in Game 7s in NBA history than LeBron. I'm going with the Cavs still. Like I said, I don't think LeBron, this Celtics team,
can't lose.
He can't lose to the Celtics team. He can't lose to the Celtics
this
team.
Well, you know what? I think either way, if he loses tonight, I don't think it'll do much to hinder, his career. But people will throw it at him.
They'll find something.
I'll find something to throw it out there.
Even though Jordan, he's lost in these games before.
I'll find something to throw it at LeBron. There's no Hall of Famers. Kyrie Irving didn't play. The best 2 players in Boston haven't played in the series, and they're going 7. I'll find something to make it, compelling to say LeBron should have beat the Celtics because the top 2 players on the Celtics aren't even playing. And it's easy to say LeBron's won a bunch of Game 7s because it's usually in the East when he's going to Game 7. Usually he's not going to a game. One of them was in the championship against Golden State. Right. I agree with you. I know that. But most of the time, he's not even going to a Game 7 because he's either winning before Game 7 or in the NBA Finals, it's not going 7. He's losing in 6 or getting swept, something like that. But I got to listen. Got to give the guy a lot of respect. The guy is amazing. But he's the best player right now. He can take over. What the Celtics will do to counter that, we'll see. They've obviously played a lot better. It almost seems like these teams have been night and day at home. Yeah. When they're at Celtics, it's unbelievable how good the Celtics play, how bad this Cleveland plays. And then when they're at Cleveland, it's unbelievable how that team all of a sudden plays very well, and the Celtics look like they're terrible. It's just none of these games I think have been close. Have any of these games been like close, under 10-point game, like late in the game where they're under 5? And I don't think so, right?
No. Whoever's at home is usually blowing, not blowing out, but at least winning by 10. Yeah. 10 points, easy. No game I don't think at home has been in less than double digits. So I know I picked the Cavs, but people probably say, "Oh, they don't have Kevin Love."
That's what they're saying.
If you look at it,
that's what
the Cavs are actually better when Love is not on the court than with him on the court.
Yeah, that's what Kobe Ellis said. That's what Aaron Davis said.
Percentage of the Cavs winning is very high when he is not on the court. So I'm giving the edge to Cleveland. They're going back to the finals, and I'll explain later when we get into the West who they should play.
Yeah, the closest game in this series was 9 points.
9 points close.
9 points.
And that's the thing. It's amazing. The games have gone. The games in the East have gone. Yes. They're going 7 games.
111, 102.
Right. You would say to yourself, this has been a great NBA Finals series. They're going 7 games. But reality is most of these games haven't been great. They haven't been epic like some of the games in the West where they were coming down the stretch and they were close games and guys had to make some big time shots. So, even though, yes, it's going 7 games, if LeBron goes to the finals, I'm almost afraid it's going to hurt his legacy a little bit more.
Let's talk about it. What do we think? Do you think if he makes it to the finals and loses, does it hurt his legacy more? Or if he loses now, what hurts more? If he loses now or if he loses in the finals?
If he loses in the finals, it's going to hurt more, obviously.
Let me
people are going to be like, he lost 6 times in the finals. That's going to be something that's going to destroy his legacy.
Everybody that's joining, You're joining and watching Family Chats, where sports brings the family together. Got my family, my boy, my nephew here. But we're talking NBA Finals today only. We're talking Cleveland and Boston right now. And the question has been brought out. If LeBron makes it to the finals and he loses again, does that hurt his legacy? Does that make the Michael Jordan conversation more in favor of Michael Jordan if he gets to the finals and loses? What's your thoughts? I believe it'll hurt his legacy even more again, because it'll give people more of the conversation of, doesn't matter if you get to the finals, it's what you do when you get to the finals that matters. And LeBron James's finals record is terrible. He has a losing record in finals games. He has losing records in final series. Yes, he has one super series when they beat Golden State, and that Golden State team coming back from 3-1. And that, to me, was the...
Some people count that as two finals wins.
No, only LeBron fans count that as 2 wins.
2, 3
And
finals
he
wins.
has the negative of losing to the Mavericks with a super team, and that was his dagger. He should have won that series. They shouldn't have lost to the Mavericks. But what's your thoughts? My thought is it will hurt him, because I don't see, if Golden State is in the finals and Cleveland plays Golden State, Cleveland will be lucky to win one game. And if they get swept by Golden State in the finals, again, it's going to hurt his legacy. Do you guys believe that or not?
Well, the thing is, Jordan, when he got to the finals, what was it? It was easier, like, say, if he was on the West, like you've said all this time.
Yes,
so
true.
when he got to the finals,
He's
he was playing
tougher competition. Yes.
Let
he
me
was
ask you
playing a
this.
worse team. Always. He always had a better team.
Besides the Mavericks, where LeBron's team was favored to win that series, they should have won that. I'm taking
they
that
should
away
have
from
won
LeBron.
that.
They should have won that series against the Mavericks. But other than that series, when has LeBron's team been the favorite to win the NBA Finals?
The other two,
He wasn't favored against OKC when they had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Westbrook, because Kevin Durant was the MVP that year.
but wasn't that the year that they had?
He was in Miami that year.
Oh well, I believe they were the favorite that year.
Because they faced
that
the
was
Spurs
the one year
twice, they weren't favored.
They weren't favored, I think, against the Spurs, but I think they were favored against OKC.
And they were not favored 3 times in a row against the Warriors. So he's been favored 1 time ever since he's been in the finals.
Yeah.
Against the Mavericks. And
How
he
many
lost.
times
And
was
he
Michael
should've-
Jordan favored?
And he
Probably
should have
2.
won. Maybe 2.
How many times was
maybe
Michael
against
Jordan-
OKC.
I
But
think 2.
How many times was Michael Jordan favored?
probably every single time.
Probably every single time.
Probably every time.
Yeah.
He was probably the favorite.
Well,
to win. LeBron's team's
at
always
least,
been always the favorite.
well, I'll say this: at least the last 3, I know Jordan was favored. That's when he had really his best teams. The first 3 that he won, he didn't have Rodman on those teams. He had good teams, but the better 3 championships were his better team. He'll tell you that too. When you had Rodman, he had some of these experienced players. Those teams, the team that won 72 games, they were phenomenal. And I'm gonna take you guys' comments. So Aaron David believes, in regards to comparing Michael Jordan, yes, it will hurt him, but in regards to his overall career, no, it will not. He also says, so y'all saying MJ had better rosters than LeBron?
Yes.
We're not saying he had better rosters. We're saying that he had easier competition.
Basically, they're saying that when
was
they
playing
got to the
Washington
finals, MJ's teams were favorite. Which were true. It wasn't saying that he had easier competition, because that's not true. Because you had the Jazz that had 2 Hall of Famers on that team. You had Magic Johnson, Lakers
Bro, Michael
in the
Jordan
finals.
was one of the
You had
best
the
two-way
Portland
players.
Trailblazers with Hall of Famers on that team, and 3 really good players. But Jordan's teams probably were favored in most of those series. So, yes, they're saying that obviously LeBron, when he faces the finals, he's had tougher competition. Obviously, with Golden State a few times.
Is Dennis
With
Rodman
the
a Hall of
San
Famer?
Antonio Spurs. If he's not, he will be.
So-
if he's not already, he will be.
So 3.
Because
So they had 3
He
Hall of
wasn't a
Famers.
great scorer, but he was a great defender, and he was a great
So
rebounder.
they had 3 Hall of Famers on the roster.
They had 3.
If he does,
When they added
Has
Rodman,
LeBron James ever had 3 Hall of Famers on his roster? I don't.
no, just Kyrie. When Kyrie was on the team, probably the only. And
I don't
when he
think
was on the Heat, he would have had 3 if obviously.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he would have.
Oh, he
Because
did.
at the time, he
Is
had
Bosh
3
Hall of Famer?
superstars. Well, no, because he
No,
got
he's
hurt.
not.
Why not?
Okay, so he's
Why
not a
not?
Hall of
Was he a
Famer.
Hall of Famer?
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Was he an
Is
All
he a Hall
Star?
of Famer?
Was he an All Star?
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Was he an All Star?
Dwayne
Barely.
Wade will be a Hall of Famer, and Ray Allen is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he was past his prime.
But that was past
He
his
wasn't-
prime.
he wasn't
It
his
was
Hall of
past his
Fame.
prime, but he is a Hall of Famer.
He
so.
wasn't a
Alright,
Hall of Fame
hold on.
caliber. at the time.
Kobe Ellis says it will hurt. This would be his seventh final he loses, 2-8. Come on,
6.
that's horrible percentage.
6.
So they say 6. You're right. I mean, I get that same reaction. Stephen Morris says, I don't know if it hurts his legacy. He says, let's see if I finish this. He has no Pippen on his team and no Hall of Fame coach either. Remember that. Traded half
Hall
the
of
team's
Famers.
finals. Very true there.
4 Hall of Famers.
For everyone joining, thanks for joining. What's up, Adam? Aaron says, very true. That's what I'm saying, Joe. So Aaron's agreeing with you, Joe. Jose Martinez, no, you cannot compare LeBron ever to Jordan. LeBron had people too, like Dwayne Wade, and still lost MJ
Like
all the
Dwayne
way.
Wade.
That's what I said. Aaron David says, here we go again. Yes, with the conversation. Flavio, my people, thanks for joining. But NBA Finals, we're talking NBA Finals. What do you guys think? LeBron, if he gets to the finals, here's our conversation. If LeBron makes it to the finals and loses, does it hurt his legacy? Hello.
We
Ellie.
just got to think of who he's going to be facing when it comes to this finals. Because if he faces the Warriors again,
It's
he ain't
the
winning.
best team ever.
He's not winning. You can say this is the best team to ever play the game.
I would easily say that, yeah.
No.
They've made it to 4 consecutive finals, and they've had the best record
They've
of
won
any team in
3
NBA
out of
history.
4.
No.
With the top 3
They've won-
greatest 3-point shooters.
They've
probably.
Who's the
won 2
greatest
out of
team of all
3.
time?
They won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, and then
They
if
won
get
2
to
out
this
of 3.
one- If they get to this one, it'd be 3 out of 4.
Yeah, it would be a good argument.
What's the greatest
you
team
can,
of all
you can,
time?
You can argue that. Well, Jordan won three
Jordan's
back.
team-
Won
Jordan's
twice.
team would not be
And
the
the
Warriors
Celtics
team.
Wait a second. You had a Celtics team that had probably 5 Hall of Famers with Larry Bird.
They wouldn't beat this team.
Now you're gonna have problems discussing that with some of those Larry Bird Magic team. Magic's team had 3 Hall of Famers. The Magic Lakers had 3 Hall of
Don't
Famers, and they had 3-point shooters. They had defenders. They had big men that this Golden State team would not be able to handle Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm sorry, but they have no one to defend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in that hook.
Kareem
So
Abdul-Jabbar
you
is
would
probably
have
top 5
problems.
player of all time.
You would have
Yeah.
problems with that Lakers team. There are teams that you can compare Golden State to and have great arguments with, but to say that they're the greatest right now,
There's
If
no
we had
doubt.
to put-
There's
if we-
4 future Hall
if-
of Famers on this one Golden State team.
no, there's not 4.
Yes, there is.
What?
There is 4.
Klay Thompson is one of the best shooters of all time, probably top
Right
3.
now, yes.
So he would be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Steph Curry would be in the Hall of Fame.
No, Curry's
Kevin
automatic.
Durant's in the Hall of
Kevin
Fame.
Durant's automatic.
Klay Thompson's automatic.
No, not yet.
He is the
Not yet.
top 3 shooter in the
Not-
NBA
that
ever.
doesn't equal Hall of
Ever.
Fame.
It does.
No,
He
it
does.
doesn't.
He's gonna end up with like
No, he doesn't.
he's gonna end up like top 5 and 3.
He already has he's already like number 7 already all time in NBA
like,
history.
dude, come on.
with 3-pointers
They're gonna,
made.
and then Draymond Green is
Eventually,
a baby.
if they keep
Eventually
playing,
they'll be in the Hall of
That's
Fame
4.
yeah, it could be.
with a
It's
with a
not-
Hall of Famer.
it's really not could
who's
be.
their coach?
And a Hall of Fame who's gonna be a coach Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's only a Hall of Famer because he's got these players.
But,
Oh,
but that doesn't
oh,
matter.
so what? He's winning
It
championships.
does matter. Trust me, it matters. You can put a lot of people on that team. That
Okay,
coach
so
that
he's
team.
not a Hall of Fame coach. Is what you're saying?
All right, let's see what the guys are saying here.
You put
All right.
freaking what's his face,
Aaron
Mark
Davis,
Jackson.
those 90 Bulls were stacked, man. So yes, they were.
Who cares, bro?
Jose Martin, Houston is
cares?
going to win the whole thing, so he thinks Houston's going to win and LeBron's going to choke.
That brings you to my
Barry
next
Wilson
point.
believes LeBron's
Don't
losing tonight.
smoke crap.
Stephen Morris believes Thompson is not an automatic either yet. So
Yes, he is, y'all. I'm telling you, he's an
if
automatic.
he plays like games like yesterday, but what happens
No.
is he gets lost on this
Oh
team.
my god, he's not lost, bro. He's literally he's gonna be one of
He
probably
just- he
top
just can't
2
be a
in
top-
3-pointers made ever.
He's
gonna
just
be
not a
top
top
2.
option.
Him and Curry are gonna be 1 and 2.
Hey guys, thanks for joining this heated debate. We love it. Thanks
You're
for joining.
crazy.
Hey, do us a favor. Hit the share button to other people on your friends and families list that are interested in basketball and sports. This is Family Chats, where family sports bring the family together. It's my son and my nephew over there. So Flavio, what are you saying? Let's see. Flavio says if LeBron dominates today's game and wins the championship, I have to say LeBron is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Do I dare
Jesus
say from a
Christ.
player perspective, LeBron be better than a player than Jordan, while giving Jordan the title of greatest player to win and make people around him better? Okay. Stephen Morris, one-dimensional. So
If LeBron James wins a championship this year, if
Oh.
something happens, he's the greatest player of all time. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can't talk to me with this Bobo team that he has.
we still can argue because
No, I don't want to argue anymore. If he
you don't
wins
have
this
to
year.
argue. But here's the problem. LeBron has too many losses to
He
say
doesn't, bro.
Jordan hasn't lost. He hasn't even got to Game 7 in the final. I mean, what
he
he's
played
done in the
dookie
finals.
teams, bro.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
That's
bro.
not true. Stop it. Stop it.
The best team
Stop.
that either
Stop.
team had played
Jordan's
in the finals,
teams
LeBron has beat.
Stop it.
What team that Michael Jordan beat is better than the Warriors? Go ahead, start.
None.
Okay, thank you.
None.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
None.
So if he wins this one,
If he wins this one, to be
if
pretty
he
impressive.
wins this one, say
If he beats
the
Golden
Warriors
yeah, the Warriors.
again,
If he beats the
he
Warriors,
is
but that's
the
not happening.
greatest player of
You
all
know why
time.
he's not beating the Warriors, right?
I don't care if he does.
You know
I'm
why
not,
he's
I'm,
not.
I'm playing highly hypothetical.
You know why
He's
I'm
not
saying
gonna beat
he's
the
not.
I'm saying this.
He does not have Kyrie
in
Irving
the
to carry
most
him.
It's not even Kyrie
You're
Irving.
disgusting.
If he can't
The
face
Celtics don't even need Kyrie
Wait.
Irving. You're crazy.
Greg Bryan says, why isn't Kobe in this conversation?
Kobe's trash. Kobe had Shaq carry him for like 2 championships. You're crazy.
Yeah, we
Get out of my face.
cannot.
Get out of my face
Here's
with that.
Kobe
why
has
you
5
can.
and he only has 2 MVPs in the finals.
Bro,
has
Shaq
3
carried
of them.
him to
Shaq
3.
has 3 of them.
You're crazy,
That's
bro.
why it hurts Kobe is because Shaq had 3.
You're smoking
MVPs,
crack.
so.
He's not
It's
even the best
true.
player on his
Even
team.
though Kobe had 5 and he was go-to guy at the end of the game, they weren't giving the ball to Shaq at the end of the game,
Bro,
which is true because he was missing from the free throw line.
Shaq was averaging like 35 points in a series one.
And let's just
I'll
be
look up
honest,
the stats. He had like 35 and
And
15.
let's just be honest, Kobe's not better than LeBron. I'm not picking Kobe over LeBron. I don't care if he has 5 championships.
Yeah, now, I don't
And Kobe
think-
is too similar to Michael Jordan to put in this conversation.
He's not better. He's not
Greg,
better.
what do you mean we're crazy? Shaq was not gone. Shaq won 3 with Kobe and won the MVP in the finals all 3
All
times.
3.
Which
Yeah.
almost says to people that he carried the team, which is hard to say he didn't because Shaq was a beast at that time.
In almost every finals he played with
He
the
didn't win
Lakers.
2 without Shaq. Who was
Okay, but LeBron has
who
won
was the
3
next
without
best
Shaq.
player on that Kobe team without Shaq?
Paul Gasol, who's a Hall of Famer.
I don't know. He's a Hall of Fame in Spain.
No, he's a Hall of Famer in
He's
the
a Hall of
NBA.
Famer. He's a Hall
In
of
the NBA.
He's not trash.
I will say
okay?
Kobe won
I'm
those
overreacting.
finals.
Kobe
Yeah,
Bryant's
he's
not
overreacting.
trash.
He's not
but
trash.
he's too close to Michael Jordan to put in this conversation. He plays like the same way.
Yeah,
But, so
similar
why
player.
would he be in this conversation if
Where
he's
would-
so close to Jordan? He's
But,
not even.
and what we
the same
must
level.
say, what people forget about Kobe, as they do with Jordan, and they forget to bring up, was that these 2 guys were not just good offensively. They would D you up. And LeBron, right, even though he's a good defensive player, he's nowhere near as good as Jordan. He ain't winning a defensive player of the year. He hasn't been on the all-defensive team as many times as Jordan. That's why Jordan is ultimately the best, because he was not just a one-way player.
Bro,
All right.
neither is LeBron. Just because he's not on the all defensive team every year.
Did he win a
doesn't mean-
defensive player of the year?
Who cares? No, it doesn't. That's like one of the worst
Did he
awards.
lead the league in steals
That's
at any time?
He's not a guard.
Did he lead the league in scoring at
He's
any
not-
time?
Yes.
See, Jordan led the league in scoring, steals,
Because he didn't
won the dunk
pass.
contest, right? All in the same year. MVP of the year. I mean, he did it all in one
Did
year.
you say the dunk
He
contest?
even got into the dunk contest and won it. LeBron
Aaron Gordon.
scared him
Did
in
you
the dunk
say, did
contest.
you just say the dunk contest? Zach Levine won a dunk contest.
Who cares about the dunk
Why,
contest?
the hell is that?
why doesn't LeBron enter the dunk contest? Why doesn't he look? Why?
'Cause he knows
Because
he'll
he's
win.
afraid to lose the dunk contest.
He knows
Who the hell is Zach Levine?
David Aaron says we
Nate Robinson won a dunk contest. He's 5'5".
Aaron says we're turned tonight. Yeah, we're a little turned tonight. We're excited about tonight's game.
Jesus
Flavio.
Christ.
Flavio says Robert Horry won 7 rings and he's the best player of all time.
Yes, apparently to you. Go ahead.
That is
Go ahead.
true.
Answer the question.
Bill Russell won 11.
Hold on,
Is he the best?
let me pull the
There was
mic
two
up a little
teams in the
closer.
NBA.
Hold on.
Bill Russell was 11-1. Is he the best in the NBA?
Bro, there was 2 teams in the NBA
Flavio,
at that
that's how I'm
time.
looking at you right now. What kind of question is that?
Thank you,
Robert
thank you,
Horry. Stop
Flavio. Thank you, Flavio,
Flavio,
for proving our point.
I'm not answering your
Flavio, thank you
your
for proving our
comments.
point that championships, it doesn't matter.
Well, you
Who
know what
cares that
Flavio
he's
says?
6-0?
LeBron would not survive in the 90s.
Yes, he would.
Why y'all?
Yes, he
why
would.
y'all?
Because
Why
he's
y'all?
bigger than everybody.
Why y'all against my boy Flav now all of a sudden?
He's bigger than everybody.
Oh, y'all were with him when he talked about the
I
Horry
think-
comment, but now y'all want to throw him
I
under the
think
bus.
Flavio's confused.
Flavio's a little.
He's watching too many Knick games.
Oh man, Greg Bryant, man, these young Thundercats don't believe. Nah, they don't. They just
Bro, the 90s is not as bad as y'all really thought.
they're
it was.
all on the LeBron train.
Bro, LeBron is bigger than everybody in the 90s. I don't care what you say. LeBron would be just okay.
Where
He
he
was
would
not
bully those
big. He was
plumbers.
not bigger than Shaq. Stop it.
He would
Where
bully
would
those
you-
plumbers
Stop it.
and those
Stop it.
technicians
But he
back
played
in the
with
day.
Shaq. He played with Shaq.
Who?
LeBron.
I mean, he played with Shaq.
So he's like
Shaq was on his team
Okay, but he probably played against him all the time in
Oh,
Miami.
he did.
in Miami. A little bit.
And he
yeah, I
was
believe.
dunking on him.
No, he was not.
Someone look it up. Someone look up if
He was
LeBron's
dunking on
dunked on
Shaq.
Shaq.
Dunking on Shaq.
Someone please.
Oh my God! With them high shorts, that's true. He couldn't handle those Pistons. No, he couldn't handle those Pistons.
The Pistons.
You know why?
Reggie Miller weighed
Let me tell you-
150 pounds.
Let me tell you what would have happened. Rick Mahorn would have elbowed
Oh my
LeBron,
God.
and LeBron would have screamed like a girl. He would have fell to the floor, and he would have complained. Probably wouldn't have
Reggie
got
Miller
up.
looked like a Slim Jim.
Reggie Miller. Oh my God.
But wait,
Reggie
let's
Miller is
move
like
on.
Groot.
Hold on, let's see what the
Reggie,
next
I would
comment.
compare Reggie Miller to Groot.
Hold on,
Aaron
hold on.
Davis will get that.
Listen,
Aaron
thanks for
Davis.
joining, guys. We're having a lot of fun, a lot of interesting conversation here about
Oh my.
the Cavs and LeBron and the Celtics. But who do you guys have? Those that joined late, do you have LeBron winning tonight? Do you have Celtics winning tonight? I believe Celtics will win. I thought they would win in 7. Joe believes the Cavs. You believe the Cavs winning tonight? You're just rooting for LeBron, but do you think they're going to win?
Yes, I do.
Angel?
Yeah, I believe the Cavs are going to win tonight. 5 straight Game 7 wins for LeBron. So he's winning 6.
Israel Rivera from New Jersey says the NBA is too soft now. Keep that in mind. We're talking about Jordan. That's what we're talking about.
LeBron is like.
It is a soft league for sure when it comes
But
to physicality.
LeBron is the greatest Game 7 player.
Well, let's
of all
just
time.
think that the refs are also just as soft as the players because
They're not calling
they'll give a technical foul for
Freddie
the
those soft
dumbest
things. I
thing.
know.
So
It's true. People would have been suspended for like games for the fouls they had back in the 90s. Right now, they'd have been thrown out the game. But let's jump into the West.
yes.
The West has been very, very interesting because Houston went into Golden State and stopped their home court record of
Like I said.
wins in a row. They played a great game, stole Game 5,
Like I said.
Yep. Stole Game 5.
stole Game 5, went to Golden State for Game 6. But at the end of Game 5, Chris Paul pulled up with a hammy. And I told Joe, I said, uh-oh, this doesn't look good because
You ruined my prediction.
if he does not play, again, the Houston's not going to win without him. Now, Houston put up a valiant effort coming out yesterday in the first quarter. They were on fire, came out strong. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened with Golden State. They just, if that Golden State plays, nobody can beat them when Golden State's playing like that.
Well, guess what? They're not even at Golden State. They're in Houston.
But they're in Houston for Game 7. What do you guys think?
And
Will Houston win Game 7? Now the challenge is, will Houston win even if Chris Paul doesn't play? Because the challenge now for everyone is, will he play? Even if he plays, he might be playing right with a sore hammy, and he's not even playing at 100% full strength. So with that said, my prediction is Golden State's going to win because CP3, not healthy or even at 80%, is not going to get the job done against this Golden State Warriors team. What's your thoughts?
I'm going to say it like this. I want the Rockets to win. But I think the Warriors are going to win. Because, I mean, the Rockets team, they're not 100%. They need to be 100%. CP3 has been the X factor all series.
yep.
James Harden hasn't been the man to go to. So I think that if CP3 doesn't play much of the game, or if he's not looking good, then I think the Warriors are going to win. But James Harden, if he can pull out and this could be his game to change everything about what people have said about him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He can finally be recognized as like a star player in the playoffs because, I mean, he's played well, but he's also been shut down a lot. So
I believe Harden Harden will probably have to score 40 points. He finally broke his little 3 funk yesterday, but I believe Harden has to score. If CP3 is not at full strength, Harden's going to have to give him 35 to 40, and some of those role players that did play pretty well in the first quarter yesterday are going to have to step up. And they got the team. They obviously have proven they can beat Golden State, and they're confident enough to beat Golden State. But after yesterday's, I mean, that was pretty impressive. The last 3 quarters, especially the second half, because Golden State went into the half down 10. Right, they were down 17 in the first quarter, and they were down 10 going into the half. And they came out in the second half, and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry just were on fire. And what impressed me more wasn't their shooting, was their defense, because their defense is what finally stepped up. Houston, I believe, probably scored 35 points total in the second half, if that. I believe
The Rockets scored like
60-something in the second half.
the Rockets only scored.
scored
I mean, the
like
Rockets only scored 25 points. It was like
25
64 to 24 in the second half. It was like a 35 or some 40-point difference in the second half. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was terrible. So
Yeah, it was. That crowd got crazy. Hector Donato, what's up, Unc? He agrees with me. Greg Bryant, Harden has to put up 40 plus without CP3. I agree. Stephen Morris, Durant needs to have a complete game.
No,
Well,
I don't
not,
think so.
Not necessarily.
I think
Right, not necessarily, because yesterday he didn't have a complete game. If Klay Thompson steps up the way he did yesterday, that kind of gives a little bit of grace to.
if Thompson and Curry hit their shots,
Then
that is what is going to win them the game. I mean,
two of
it's
those
sad to
guys
say
have to
that
play
like
well.
Kevin Durant isn't really like the guy they have to have. I feel like their main man that has to have a good game is Curry, and then you want Thompson to also get his shots in. 'Cause
Yeah.
if
When
he gets
he's
on a
good.
rhythm, it's over.
Yeah, I believe two of the three players, if two of those three players have a great game like they did yesterday, and the third player just plays okay and has 20, because those three players, I believe, outscored Houston in the whole game. So if those three players combined gives you like 90 points, it's over for Houston. Because they got enough role players that are going to get their points. And they've been here before, which makes them the favorite going in with an injured CP3. A doubtful
Favorite
CP3.
on the road?
Favorite on the road with a not at full strength CP3. If CP3's at full strength, Houston might be favored by a little bit, but they're not going to be favored without CP3 being 100%.
I don't know, man.
yeah, CP3's game time decision for tomorrow.
He's a game
Which
time
means he's
decision,
playing.
which
Which
means
means
they're
he's probably
doing
gonna
everything possible to put another muscle in his hammy to get him playing, but it's not. Listen, a hamstring, knowing a hamstring injury, you can't just fix that. You just can't ice that enough. You can't stretch that enough. You can't wrap that enough. Now, you can play with a tweaked hammy and wrap it and get by, but you're not going to be at 100%, which is going to hurt him going full strength. He might be out there playing and giving it 100%, but he's going to be at 75% max, because he knows if he tries to go 100% and he pops that hamstring, it's over. He's going to be very gingerly going out there tomorrow. I don't think we had enough time for his hamstring to heal.
I think for the Rockets, their role guys got to play well as well. Capella, Gordon, they have to score, they have to get rebounds, they have to pass well, and they'll be all right. And Harden really has to go
He has
hard
to step up, man.
this next game.
Yeah, he has to go hard.
If he doesn't, then they're gonna go down. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I obviously the key for the Warriors, I've said it all series, is Steph Curry. If he gets going, it's hard to stop a deadly three-point shooter, because he could just shoot it over anybody's face and he's gonna make it without hesitation. He's just gonna pop it. He's quick with the release. It's like ridiculous, like how quick he is. And then the second best player is obviously Klay Thompson. If this guy gets going too, obviously they're called the Splash Brothers for a reason. Obviously they're the best at what they do, three-point shooting. Kevin Durant's gonna obviously be Kevin Durant. He's the second best player in the world. Like, you can't not have this guy, doing what he's doing. So he's gonna show up every game. So the key is Steph Curry. He's got to get going. Klay Thompson's got to get going, and they just got to play defense too. The Houston team, they have a similar team. Honestly, they all shoot threes, and
It's crazy for our team to have 4 Hall of
Your
Famers.
thoughts, guys? NBA Finals, Game 7s. Do you like LeBron tonight or the Celtics? And what do you think about Houston and Golden State Game 7? Give us your predictions. You're watching Family Chats, where sports brings the family together. It's my boy Giovanni over here, Angel, my nephew down at the end. They're watching the highlights on the television screen we have on.
The last time,
talking about
probably
Game 7s.
one of the last times LeBron lost a Game 7.
But your thoughts? We got into the LeBron debate. If he wins and goes to the finals and gets beat up pretty bad, will it hurt his legacy? But do us a favor, hit the share button on your screen or on your computer screen or on your phone. There's a share button there. Do us a favor, share that with your friends and family that like sports. They might like to join us. We're here every Sunday on Facebook Live for about an hour, hour and a half talking sports, usually NBA, Major League Baseball, football. Today, we're just talking NBA Finals Game 7. We dedicated this show just for the NBA Finals Game 7. Who's going to meet in the finals? I believe it's going to be Golden State and the Celtics.
Trash.
Your thoughts on who do you like on those two? You said Cleveland and who?
If the Celtics win, I'm not going to watch any of it.
That's not true.
The Celtics win, I'm not watching. I'm not even going to watch the TV at all. I'm going to throw my TV in the garbage.
Aaron said, no one wants to see Boston and Houston. Good Lord, I hope that doesn't happen.
That's true.
That's true. Greg Bryant, LeBron loses tonight and leaves Cleveland.
Oh, he's definitely gone.
That's another conversation that we can have.
Let's talk about that right now.
If LeBron, either way, if he wins or loses, does he stay in Cleveland?
No, he's gone.
They think he's gone.
I don't think anybody is gonna want to come anymore to Cleveland. I think he's past that point of recruiting. I don't think who wants to come to Cleveland anymore. I think now that Kyrie left, it's like who wants to come here?
I don't think LeBron's ever recruited a big time player.
Kevin Love.
But he went to the Cavs when Kevin Love went to the Cavs,
I know.
Part of the recruiting.
Okay, but they already had Kyrie, so
well, he recruited him because he wanted the team to trade for him. They traded for him. They gave up that rookie pick that's now in Minnesota. Remember?
Yeah.
Was he part of that trade?
Wiggins.
No.
Wiggins.
So Love, right? They got Love, and you're right, Joe. I don't think anybody wants to play with LeBron. If you're asking me,
why would somebody want to leave a nice city, probably sunny, and go to Cleveland anymore?
Listen,
LeBron's getting towards the end of his career.
I think it's that nobody wants to play with LeBron.
I don't think that's it. I think because you see how many people are recruiting him.
Kyrie left.
You see how many teams are recruiting him.
Isaiah Thomas
Let's please
did not play well
please
because
stop
of LeBron.
Can please not say that name. He's garbage. He's not worthy to be mentioned on the show anymore. Isaiah Thomas is garbage.
I think this is hurting. I think if LeBron, if he had Kyrie Irving, or if Kyrie Irving was playing, this would have made this East so much more fun if Kyrie was playing, trying to pay back LeBron. But yeah, why did Kyrie leave? That's always been on my mind all year. Why would any superstar want to leave the best player in the league? And it's bothered me because I think it goes to show you that you have a point guard mentality in LeBron and a real point guard like Kyrie. You know, LeBron being very selfish, he should be playing the off guard or small forward, and that was Kyrie's position. So Kyrie left. He got sick of it. Sick of LeBron taking over. Sick of him taking my position. Sick of him trying to pass me the ball. I'm the point guard.
And if we look at Kyrie Irving's numbers, he has never had an amazing season. Go ahead, look at all of his seasons ever. Look at what he averages. It's never been something to be like, wow, that's great.
Just in the playoffs, he's helped be the go-to guy at end of games where he helped LeBron a lot because he's one of the best one-on-one players in the league, and that was huge in the Golden State series. Man, he was making some shots in the fourth quarter. And that's what I think LeBron misses now because he don't have, Love hasn't stepped up like he should, and he doesn't have that other player who he can go to because LeBron is more a facilitator. And that's why in the past people say he hasn't been clutch because his role really isn't to be the shooter. His role is more, I want to pass the ball and get everybody else involved. So he's always been uncomfortable in fourth quarter situations, and that's why he played well with Miami because Wade could take that role. Wade was great at give me the ball, let me take the shot at the end of the game. And LeBron didn't have a problem with that. So, your thoughts, guys?
I think he's staying in Cleveland.
Oh.
I think he's going to stay in Cleveland. I said before he should have went to the Spurs. I think that would have been a great.
That would be a good
I think that'd be a great spot for him.
Why would he ever go to the
But
Spurs?
if he doesn't go to the Spurs, listen to what I'm going to say.
What are the teams?
Kawhi Leonard wants out of San Antonio.
Bro,
come to Cleveland, join LeBron, be in the East where you could dominate, LeBron needs somebody like a Kawhi Leonard. Don't look at me like that.
Hell no.
Somebody
Kawhi
like a
Leonard's not going to
Kawhi
Cleveland.
Leonard. Why
Where's
wouldn't
Kawhi
he?
go?
He doesn't even want to be in
Hell
San
no.
Antonio.
Where's Kawhi Leonard
He don't even want to
going?
be in San Antonio.
Kawhi Leonard's going to the Sixers.
Where you guys
Oh
think
my
LeBron is
God.
going?
Kawhi Leonard,
You are
Kawhi Leonard's
ridiculous.
going to the Sixers.
No,
That'd be a
he
great team.
isn't.
They're trading him for Markelle Fultz. I'm saying it right now. Markelle Fultz is going to the
Why
Spurs.
would the
The
Sixers?
Sixers have
Kawhi
enough to trade.
Kawhi Leonard is going to the Sixers. LeBron's going to LA. You're gonna see this mix and match of like teams gonna start.
What do you guys think? LeBron, win or lose, going to
This is what
Cleveland
should
again?
happen.
Going to New
Going to
York,
Los
going
Angeles.
to Philly, going to San Antonio, Los Angeles,
Kawhi
going to
Leonard
Houston.
Kawhi Leonard's never,
doesn't want
You
to be in
guys
San
think-
Antonio.
I know that's why they're gonna
He
trade him.
let LeBron recruit Kawhi Leonard and
LeBron-
let him
Why the
recruit
hell-
Paul George.
Flavio
Those are two
You're
great
telling
stars.
you're telling me three small forwards: LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George, all on the same team.
Oh,
LeBron
wait,
doesn't
LeBron
play.
is a point guard.
LeBron plays every
Yeah,
position.
he plays
It
a
doesn't
point
matter
guard
where he
anyways.
plays.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with the other guys. He would play better. LeBron would be better with those type of players.
He
Where
doesn't
Le-
want a point
where-
guard.
right,
Why would he
where-
want a point guard?
right.
LA.
Where
Why would he want a
LeBron,
point guard?
no, it's true. Where LeBron would not play well is in Houston, where they got a point guard. In Philly, where they got a point guard. If he goes to any team that already has a point guard, he's gonna mess
And
it
it's
up.
not a point guard. Let's not say point guard because he's won championships with point guard. He talking about a point guard who needs like to hold the ball every second of the game, like a CP3 or someone. I
Right.
don't even
Can't
know
have-
someone else that I'm
Well, the
trying to think
reason
of.
why Kyrie played well with him because Kyrie could go and play the shooting guard, and it didn't, it was okay because he can get
But
the
like
ball
you
play
said,
shooting guard.
he, as soon as he gets the ball, he's going to play one-on-one basketball. He's going to drive to the basket. He's one of the best finishers in the game. He could do that easily.
Yeah.
There's not other point guards, many point guards that could do that.
All right.
Bron's
here's-
going to LA.
Let's get some thoughts
Kawhi
here.
is going to the 76ers. They're going to trade a
Why
draft
does he
pick.
wanna
They're
go
going
to
to trade
LA?
a draft pick
Let's-
and
Why does he want
Markelle
to go to
Fultz.
LA?
Whoa, who
Because he
doesn't
wants
want
to
to go
be
to
in
Because of the
LA?
city? Because of the city?
Who doesn't?
Think of the
The
team.
city,
the team is
the
garbage.
team.
Both.
Bro, the
The
team
team
is
is
young and they're up and
Trash.
coming.
They're
bro.
trash. They're all trash.
They're up and coming.
They're all
bro.
trash.
Just
All
wait.
right, let me get some
They're better
comments
than the
here. Hold
Cavs
on.
team
Hold
They're
on.
not. The Cavs are almost
The
in the
LA
finals.
because they have LeBron. You're telling me if LeBron wasn't on this
Isaiah
Cavs
Thomas
team,
is on the Lakers.
You're telling
You
me.
think? Yeah, you think he wants to
I
go
think
somewhere
Thomas is
Isaiah
gone,
Thomas?
son. He's getting traded. All right, you're telling me.
wait,
No.
wait.
Answer this question. I don't care what you gotta say. Answer this question. If LeBron James wasn't on this Cavs team, would they make the playoffs?
Of course not.
Okay, then that's
this
what
is
I'm
the East.
saying,
Of
But
course
it's
they would.
his
They would be
team.
the 8th ranked
It's his
team in the
team.
East.
He
Bro.
can easily get good players to his team.
bro. So you're telling me if LeBron's on the Los Angeles team, they're not. You're telling me they're
They're
not gonna be better
they're
than this
gonna make
Cavs
the
team.
playoffs, but they're in a tougher conference. Why would he want to go to the West? Like
All
we
I'm
talk
saying-
about all the time.
Is that he's going to LA? I'm sorry.
All right, let's get some comments. You want to laugh? Flavio thinks LeBron's going to the Knicks, and
I love it. I love it. Porzingis and LeBron.
Greg Bryant thinks he's going to the Magic.
Oh my gosh.
And Israel Rivera says he either stays or goes to LA.
Thank you.
Aaron David says yes to Flav in the Knicks.
I
Stephen
agree.
Morris says, how about New Orleans? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Laughing out loud for Steve Smith, our buddy. Now, Aaron David says Braun
The
to New York.
Pelicans. Don't we say that every week?
New York would be great. Flavio says Israel. If you want me to like LeBron, he has to come to the Knicks. Curtis Smith, I like it. Keep it going. Flav, Aaron is laughing at Flav because everybody's laughing at that comment with the Knicks. Why would he want to go to New York? Of course he'd love to come to New York.
Hell no. He's the king of New York. Every time he plays,
But,
he busts them.
I do need to take control of this show. Thanks, Steven.
No, y'all
But
are crazy.
I believe, I don't know what LeBron's doing, but I do think that he either stays in Cleveland, but I think the best destination, you're right, San Antonio wouldn't be a bad destination
Never
for
going
him,
to San
just because of the coach.
Don't think of the city.
LA.
Don't think of the
I'm
city.
not thinking of the city. I'm just saying that's
LA
never
would
going
be
to
Think of the
happen.
sunshine.
That's
There's
never
sunshine
gonna,
everywhere.
That's never going to
There's
happen.
sunshine
bro.
everywhere.
I'm
Cowboys.
sorry. That's never going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. It's never happening.
He loves
Well,
Greg Popovich.
the NBA will
Cool.
be interesting after these finals, so let's see what happens
I love
tonight.
Ariel, but I'm not going to move back to New Jersey.
Will LeBron win tonight and go to the finals? And if he goes to the finals and loses, will it hurt his legacy? That was one question that we talked about earlier. The second question is, Will LeBron win tonight? The
What
third
about the
question
Nets?
is,
What about the Nets?
Greg Bryant, what about the Nets?
What about him? What about him?
Well, he is a
Don't even. Let's not.
maybe
Let's not.
Brooklyn. I don't know. There are a lot
No,
of
never in a million years you're gonna play for.
Flop says
I'm gonna go to
Sixers
Atlanta.
question mark. The Sixers have. Let me tell you, the Sixers have recruited him. The city of Philadelphia have recruited him, but I don't think that would be
Why
a good team. I think
in
that
the
would mess up
world
that
would
team.
the Sixers want him?
Yeah, I
When
don't
they
think-
could get Kawhi Leonard
I don't think
for
yeah.
less.
I think Kawhi Leonard would be a better
Kawhi Leonard,
addition.
two-way player, best two-way player in the league right now.
Kawhi, what's wrong with Kawhi Leonard anyways?
Bro, he's a
He
baby.
doesn't want to be in San Antonio. That's why I said.
And he was
that's why I
hurt
said,
forever.
come to
but he really
Cleveland,
wasn't.
join LeBron, win championships.
He was doing the my team, my personal physician doesn't want me to play when he was like clear. All right, I think Angel has some trivia, and then we're gonna get out of here.
All right,
We're gonna watch
trivia.
Game 7.
Y'all ready for some trivia? Share this video. You guys that have joined late.
Yeah,
thanks for
we got
joining
some
the family chat.
trivia.
Trivia. Let's see what you guys know
Trivia question.
about the NBA.
All right.
Let's see what y'all got.
First trivia question. The last time that both conference games had gone to Game 7 was in 1979.
Oh my God.
Who were those teams that went Game 7s?
That
And
one.
they- won or went to the-
that were in those Game 7s.
1979.
And you can tell me who won if you know it. 1979, both games, Western and Eastern.
If I were
went
just to
to,
guess, and I don't know,
I know.
in 79, that was the early
The
80s.
Lakers?
Yep, I was going to say
I'm
the
gonna say
Lakers and
Lakers
Celtics.
versus. I don't know West team. I don't even know.
Lakers and.
I don't even
Man, I don't even
know
remember
any
the Lakers.
West teams.
I'm going to say the Lakers.
it's a hard one.
Lakers, and I'm gonna say the Utah Jazz, and then I'm gonna say the Celtics.
I'll give you a hint. For both conferences.
I'm gonna say New York and Celtics.
For both conferences, there's one team from each conference that those are not even their names anymore. Like they don't have those names.
Well, I'll say the Lakers and the Seattle Supersonics. Maybe that's one.
I don't even think they're around that.
If I was going to guess Supersonics, because they're no longer the Supersonics, they're the
I
Thunder,
don't even think they're around.
based
that
off
long.
Angels hit. And then I would say Celtics and maybe a team that changed names. Maybe it was it
Same
Philadelphia
city,
76?
same city, different mascot. In the East, I'll give you a hint. In the
Same
East.
city.
Different mascot.
So they changed the name of the team.
They said Celtics, Sixers, Knicks, Lakers.
Greg Blind, that's your guess. Flavio, that's
Let's
your
just
guess.
do.
Just take a guess, and I'll give you the.
I'm
answer.
definitely gonna say the
some
Celtics.
people comment, see what they have.
I'm gonna definitely say the Celtics and the Lakers were a part of it.
79.
79. Was it the...
I'll give you a hint too, right? Both teams that won, their names aren't even those names anymore.
What the heck?
Really?
The names from '79 aren't even their names
Aren't in
today.
their names today. So I'm going to guess the Seattle Supersonics. I don't know if they're Supersonics won one, but...
No, because it's the same city, so you're wrong.
No,
Well,
it's
the
all about
East
the East.
team
He
is
said
the
East
same
is
city, different
not the West.
mascot.
The West.
The West team isn't the name anymore.
All right.
All right, just what's
Go
the
ahead
answer?
and give us the answers.
All right. In the East, it was the San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs in the East?
They were in the East in '79,
In
and
what
they
world are they in
faced
the East?
the Washington Bullets.
The Bullets.
The Bullets ended up making it to the finals that year. They beat the
Alright.
Spurs. And in the West, you did get it right, Supersonics,
Supersonics.
Seattle
Wow.
Supersonics, and they faced the Phoenix Suns.
Wow.
Supersonics.
Supersonics ended up winning the title that year, 4 games to 1. All right, that was trivia question number 1. All right, we got 2 more.
Greg
That was a
Bryant,
good one.
Trailblazers and Lakers. Flavio, Knicks and Lakers. Brian, Celtics and Sixers.
All right, here we go.
On to the next one.
For you old heads who are Michael Jordan fans, ready?
Jordan
Terrible.
fans.
Here we
Here
go.
we go.
It's not a Jordan question, but he's just in the question.
Trivia, NBA trivia. Here we go.
Since 1984, Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson hold 9 of the top 10 scoring performances in playoff games. Who is the other person?
Say that again. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan and Allen
Allen
Iverson
Iverson.
hold 9 of the top 10 scoring performances in playoff games.
Kobe
Who
Bryant.
holds the other?
Kobe Bryant
Since
would be my
1984.
guess.
LeBron James.
I'm gonna say Kobe Bryant. What do you guys guess? Top 10 scoring performances.
9 out of
9 out of the 10 is Jordan and Allen Iverson.
Insane.
Who's the number 3
Who's the-
person in there that got that? Obviously, I gave out a top name that I believe that might be the guy because he was a freak scoring like Jordan. What do you guys think? Come on.
I'm gonna say LeBron.
Answers, please.
Alright, what's the answer?
Come on, Greg, where you at, Flower? All right, Stephen Morris. Hope it's
Hope
not
it's not
LeBron.
LeBron.
Saying Kobe too. That's
Why?
All right, so we got 2
Why?
Kobe's.
So I know y'all are haters.
And who'd you say? LeBron?
He says LeBron.
All right,
Flavio
so
says Shaq.
Shaq.
Not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess. All right, are you ready for this answer?
All right, the answer
The answer
is
is Charles Barkley with
What?
56
dang.
in 1994.
Oh,
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley was my favorite basketball player. Just saying. So
Why?
man, I didn't guess that.
All right.
John Starks, Greg. John Starks didn't even. He barely got 20. He was too busy trying to keep up with Jordan.
Alright, we got one
One-
last
Charles
question.
One more.
Barkley, man.
All right, here
Sir
we go.
Charles won the MVP and just couldn't get past Jordan.
All right. What player currently holds the record for the most playoff games played? What
LeBron
player
James.
What player
currently holds the
Currently.
record for the most playoff games
most
played?
playoff games played?
LeBron James.
No,
I know that one for a fact.
I think I got a good guess, but
I know that
I don't
for a
think it's
fact.
LeBron yet.
No, I know that one for
You
a
think it's LeBron?
fact.
I don't think it's LeBron yet. I think LeBron is getting it, but it's not him yet.
I know that one for a fact. It's LeBron James.
Who holds the record?
For the most playoff games played. Who holds the record?
My guess is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because Kareem played a long time, like LeBron, like 20 years. Kareem played. So, what's y'all guess? Who has the most playoff games played? He thinks LeBron. I think Kareem.
This is the amount.
5.
This is
Oh.
the amount of games. 244 games.
Ginobili. Not a bad guess. Stephen Morris. Ginobili is another one.
Who we got? Who was
He says Ginobili. Flavio thinks
Fisher.
Derek Fisher.
Good one too.
He stole somebody's wife, I believe.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
pray for that guy.
All right, so we got LeBron. We got. Oh, I'm almost at your mic. Here we go.
You nervous?
We got. I am a little nervous.
Flav says Robert Ory, which is another good guess because he had been in a lot of championship games. So,
we got
The answer is
the answer is. I can't do the drum roll. Robert Ory.
Oh,
you looked it up
200.
on Google.
244 games.
Where's LeBron
Brent
at?
Bryan said Bill Russell, which is another good guess, but no, it was Robert Ory, the greatest player ever because he won 7 championships.
244 playoff games he's played.
And LeBron is right behind him, right?
He's got to be
LeBron
close.
is pretty close.
Yeah, he's pretty close. He's been playing since he was 14. LeBron.
I know he has the
Yeah.
most like.
He's been playing since he was.
I know he has the most like field goals in like NBA history.
He has
in playoffs.
most of everything. He makes the finals every year. There's nobody in the East. It's easy.
God.
If he made a few more NBA Finals wins, he would already be past it.
All right.
Here we go.
Well, that's it. That's this episode.
We are finished because the game is about to start. Let's go. Man, I'm not a big Boston fan, but
Who wants to see
I think
Boston?
Celtics in 7. So
Who wants to see Boston? In the
Let's guess the
finals?
score right now. I'm gonna say right now.
Score.
I'm gonna
Let's
say the
guess the score.
Cavaliers.
before we finish up,
I'm gonna say the Cavaliers win 101-95.
Okay. Cavs are winning 107-101.
107, 101. I think the Celtics will win by 10. It's going to be 100-90.
hell?
That's my guess.
100 to
Sticking to a Flavio thinks Boston 120-115. Greg, thank you. Stephen, thanks for joining on. Everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Let's go Cavs. Let's go LeBron.
Let's next week we'll talk finals, and then we'll talk a little bit more baseball and Yankees and Red Sox and Stephen Morris 99-94 Celtics.
We'll keep these scores.
We'll see who's the closest. Greg Bryan 111-97 Celtics. He believes it's going to be a 14-point victory. But hey guys, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you guys had fun like we did. Thanks for tuning in. Keep sharing this. Tune in, share the news, whatever you want. Appreciate you guys joining and being a part of the family here. That's why we call it Family Chats, not because it's just us being family, but you guys being part of the family, joining in. Eric Oliveras, who jumped in late, probably was taking a long nap. It was 102-90 Boston.
Trash.
Hey, you can always go back and watch this all over again because we had a lot of arguments and a lot of fun and a lot of laughter on this episode. So share this episode, tune in. Now, let's watch the game. Let's go Celtics. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks, man. God bless. Have a fantastic Memorial Day. Have a great week. Love you guys. Peace out. Shout out to Eric.
Shout out. YouTube, if you're still here, make sure you guys subscribe. You know, follow our Family Chats Instagram, which is right here at the bottom of the screen. It's been here the whole time. If you haven't followed yet, you should follow us. Follow our Instagram, which is above us. All right. Thanks for all the love. Get ready for Game 7.
Game 7. Let's go.
Post your comments below.
Comment the score below.
I could never have a Virgil in my circle and hold him back cause he makes me nervous. I want to see my brothers flourish to their higher purpose. You niggas leeches and serpents, I think it's good and now the teachers are learning. Yeah, your brother said it was your cousin and him then you. So you don't rap what you did, you just rap what you knew. Don't be ashamed, there's plenty niggas that do